G'day, welcome to session 37 of my Oxygen Not Included game. Now, the very first thing that someone commented on that they were very annoyed about is that I constantly am getting this disinfected, where it's obviously, it doesn't really need it, so stop the disinfecting of that liquid vent. There we go, that's now done. The other thing that was pointed out is that this is slowly starting to creep up the carbon dioxide, so I do have to take note of that. And it was also pointed out, thank you for this one, that early in the episode I complained about what am I going to do with all this excess hydrogen, and then later in the episode complained where do I get hydrogen from in order to run one of my power supplies. So I would probably say that what we want to do is create a room that will be the future plan of this hydrogen. We'll then pivot the hydrogen to go into that room and then use the hydrogen generator to pump it out. Seems to make sense to me as an operating way to make energy. So, let's make that room here. We probably don't need too much more hydrogen in this room. I mean, like it says, the gas element is basically where this is going to run to, which is only this low. Let's make a nice room here. I'm not really sure the way this sort of will appear. I assume it's just that it looks for it in the atmosphere and then just pumps it through. Now, if I was to put that here, I assume that that could potentially do a lot of heat. So having it near this might not be the best move. Maybe I'm better off putting it lower down here. Well, what I could do is just put it here, right? I mean, if it's gonna just be taking hydrogen, I suppose I could just put it at the top of this where there is hydrogen. Or do I want the hydrogen, like, filtered out? Oh, it has a gas intake pipe. Okay, cool. So then all I have to do is just pull the pipe from that and put it in. I mean, I could even put it down. I don't know, I'll probably want that room to have more electrolyzer, or at least the potential to have more electrolyzers in there. It's very cold in that room now, by the way. To the extent that I could probably remove some of these wheeze wards. That's negative 25. Negative 30 as it rounds the top. So let's try and reduce the amount of phosphorus or whatever it is that they use. We'll rip two of them up. Now obviously this is very slow going at the moment because that room just doesn't have, like, it's overpressured. So I guess that's something that I've got to consider when attempting to make a room for the hydrogen, that I do want it to just basically keep pumping. Maybe let's... I mean, this here is all just excess land too, so we can probably just build it on this side, I suppose. I don't know if I necessarily need insulation tiles for this one, but we will go... Start with a room that's sort of that shape. We will dig out everything on the inside, and we will build a ladder, I guess, on either side to help sort of get up and make all those walls. I feel like there's something else I was wanting to look at too. That's right, it's this little task. So I really... I'm not sure that I need all of this fluid. Like, that top section is almost about as much as I want to be able to fit in here. I don't know, yeah, if we want to go too deep. Like I said, this guy's bending days are done anyway, so we can move this wall back. Let's see if we can get that tile built there. And in fact, we can actually just rip up this wall. Should allow them to get through to that point. Someone else commented that they saw a glossy Draco wandering around somewhere over here. So I didn't know where they came from. I haven't noticed a glossy Draco in this sort of vicinity. Oh, there he is. Nice spot. So the comment that I actually think pointed that out, I saw as a notification, but I actually never saw as a comment against the video. Don't quite remember why. No, so at least I got to see it, because that definitely is a helpful one to get another Draco in there. Speed up our plastic. Probably revisit this in a little bit to see if we can rip up even more of these. Some algae there too, so maybe let's dig that top row off there. I suppose that another reason this is all getting so cold is because the air's not moving through. It's just basically the pipe's blocked, so it's just sitting there stationary for the most part. I would actually say that probably since this is this hydrogen covering the top 2 floors here, and these guys would just sort of move up into those top 2 floors, that would be problem solved. I mean, it would be nice for it to be on this level, so it means that if they are walking on the underside of this floor, it actually does increase the amount of floor space that they walk on, that it would be covered. But I think hydrogen as an energy source is going to become much more valuable. Alright, now they've dug out that row, let's dig out this algae heavy row. We can also deconstruct those two, and we've successfully made our room that much bigger. Alright, so if we're just doing an eyeball test here, that's, I would say, 3, possibly even submerging that row there is not a big deal, so we can go 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4 by 13 would be 12, 24, 36, 48, 52, 52-ish squares. So, I mean, obviously it's removing these ones that wouldn't count, so it'd be 52 minus 5, 6, 7, 45. We want 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 4 is 6, 12, 18, 24. Plus 5 more would be 29. This row would be 4 more, 33, 37, 41, 43, 45. So if we say dig out these 2 squares here, we'll dig that one as well. The ladder taking us down here. Just get some eggs in there. Two snazzy suits waiting there. Oh no, that's just two in order. Assign a snazzy suit. Stinky. What work is still being done down here? Have we gotten all the way in? We did use that, didn't we? That's right. So what are those guys working on that they're coming down here? Oh, they're still going through these. Alright, there's some snazzy suits down here as well. Meanwhile, while you're there, put that on. Ellie, I'm sure you'll venture down there at some point. Sweep that. Lots of people are happy to just have a brand new snazzy suit made for them, not Ellie. She has to travel all the way through tunnels and tunnels to get a second-hand one from some other race of aliens. I assume. I mean, it could possibly well just been the people who were here before us, but I'm not sure if that's ever explained. Okay, so we want to do plumbing. Let's just enable him briefly, just to see if I can get any extra water out of here. There's another... Oh, that's the same one. Let's just up the priority on that guy. Comes this on to your business? No, it's off somewhere else. That's starting to edge its way down the ladder a bit. So I think what I want to do is run this guy. What I should do, put a block there, then order the mopping the liquid spills of that, and well, I mean, we should really wait till that's built before we mop this, because otherwise it'll just flow across. In fact, what we can do is we can just say mop the liquid spills of all of that. Too much liquid. I'm definitely concerned that this guy's constantly running out of power. Whole section that's it's not getting their power pushed through. At least someone's on the case of that. Cool, so that's all pretty much taken care of what needs to be care of. We can just ask it to be swept and it's moved up here. Alright, let's just sweep all of those guys. Then we'll just wait till this, like, it's actually small enough that we can just now ask it to be mopped. So we can deconstruct that building. What we will do is build a ladder straight down here. And then straight down here. Two to go. Okay, so let's get... Oh, this one's still being made. So let's up that to a quantity of 2. Get everyone looking snazzy. Okay, so this room is now made. So if there's a pipe that's going to run straight into the hydrogen generator, it doesn't seem like it overly matters where the hydrogen generator is located within the room. So let's deconstruct that ladder. Hopefully they're smart enough to try and do that from the top. Yeah. Alright, let's deconstruct that one too. Put a ladder up the side. In fact, what I'll do is I'll cancel those orders. We'll just get them to remove the top of it. Stinky's on the case enough that we can... So we can get this done nice and quick. Nice work, Stinky. Okay, so we will deconstruct that one piece there. And what we will do is we will start... we'll wait for these ladders to be built first, I think, before we start the long journey of getting those cables down to where they need to be. I wonder how we're doing with our plastic as well, and if we're close to any more plastic beds. Oh, just one more. I think that's even looking lower than before. Might actually just dig to the very bottom. There are not many of these guys left in here. He is glum. What am I doing wrong with my hatches there? Not doing well. Or just that they were all old. I mean, I can see that these guys, at least one of them's elderly. It's funny that this is such a stretch, but cut out those 2 spots, bang, they're done. Alright, plumbing. Liquid pump. Now the other really important thing that I need to do here is amend this cable. So currently all this liquid pipe is trying to pump clean water. So what we want to do, have a look at our plumbing. I reckon we could say deconstruct all of this liquid pipe, because I don't want to extend onto that for any reason to discover that I've accidentally added something I didn't need to. And in the same way, we'll just get rid of this too. Get rid of all of that beyond the point where I can just get this to connect to here. I'll leave that much there, even though that's now connected to nothing. And we'll just run those 2. So that solves the problem of it not being connected. Polluted water. And tell our polluted water we want it to run all the way down. There. Cancel that one. And we want the electricity to same thing. Is that, you can see that's almost too low that we can't even get water out of there. Okay, so let's build a level across here. Sign this. Travaldo, May, Ellie, Erna, Barney. So let's go May. So that we can have the back of that room available. This guy's complaining about the max gas pressure in this room, but if I can get that gas pump pumping constantly, he won't have an issue. So hopefully that'll allow the oxygen that I've got coming out of here to keep going a bit more as well. Where are they off to? I was collecting coal, okay. coal it is. Two more. Oh, there's another one. And answer one of the two of those requests. And there we go. What we were hunting for. Colony achievement at. Have 8 duplicants wearing non-default clothing simultaneously. Boom, nice work, guys. This map here gives a good idea of how far through we're sort of pushing to the edges. Find and tame a gassy moo. That one there definitely be a bit tricky. If I feel like you could do with both of those, you could just do a save and then sort of try and smash them out. Now, I thought I'd seen a gassy moo somewhere down the southeast of my east of my colony, but I can't see it anymore. So let's get our hydrogen generator built. Gold amalgam. Be the most suitable thing I've got. But I didn't choose there. Let me cancel that for a second. Just double check our options. Well, we've got more gold than we have wolframite, but I've got a fair bit of wolframite. Overheat temperature is better with the iron ore. It's the same with that. Seems like we just want to do it with that guy, I suppose. Yeah, we're now so low on our polluted water that we actually can't even get it to anything. We eagerly await the completion of this build here. Oh, Mimar's quite happy. Okay, another bed built. Let's get oh, I mean, I'm gonna put where's Ellie? Put Ellie over there. It's the closest one to this major exit here, where Ellie spends the majority of her time. Does seem like it would suit her in there. What I might do is copy a bed and put it there. And what I'll do is I'll try and get the so that's Trivaldo. So everyone else who's not Trivaldo, shift over here. And once that bed's built, we can just remove anyone from being in that room. Just out of curiosity, is there anything I can do to resolve this water on top of the polluted water here? I mean, I don't feel like the water was ever going to go through the pump because it's sitting on the top of the polluted water, so the polluted water would all have to leave in order for that to move out and potentially go through and end up in this this water pool. I would have just thought that over time, I mean, imagine it would be more difficult to do, but I would have thought over time it might just dilute into the polluted water. Or even if just water touched polluted water, it would instantly sort of become polluted. To eagerly await this hydrogen generator. Still a fair bit of algae around at the moment, but it will be good to move off it. Well, that's a ladder complete at least. And that sort of journey down, I suppose the other thing that we've got to look at is eventually the oil. There's my oil reservoir right there. There's a lot of oil down there too, just in general. It's easier or something to make liquid pipe than it is wire, because they definitely seem to preference making the liquid pipe. Now there was a comment, I think I said earlier, that the carbon dioxide is slowly creeping further up into the base. Now, I was going to say it does look like it's gone down a little bit, so I don't know if having the third oxyfern is helping here, but I also realised that I've extended my base out this way a little bit, so there's now more carbon dioxide in this room than would have otherwise been, so it's possibly not gone down at all. But I mean, from the image here of the sort of air, it does look like, at least it looks pretty. There's little bubbles of oxygen that are slowly getting to push their way up. You can see the top of this room has got some oxygen in it. I don't know why no one started on this. I guess there's a lot of breathing, really building things going on at the moment that it might be the lowest priority, I suppose. No urgency anyway, while this is still working its way down. How are we doing? 92%. Go back. Slowly getting there. I mean, Project 1 of plastic is well on its way with having 5 beds. Whoever gets this bedroom will probably just inherit a big bedroom. I'll just put one bed one bed here and then just a statue at the back. Alright, so our current objectives, get this going down here. I suppose because we're going to call it there, this is another session. I guess the big question is, hydrogen generator, they haven't even started building it yet, so I've obviously still got a fair bit of time that I can adjust what's going on here. Am I putting it in a good spot? If not, what should I be considering? Does it run hot? Is it too high for how hot it runs? Let me know. Or anything else that I've missed. Or if you do know where that moo was hanging around. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.